to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go.
They'll run it again with Miller. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Here we go.
Here's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. There it is, the first NFL carry for Leonard Fournette. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Third down now following the run. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
When you surrender 24 turnovers in a season, 16 interceptions, 8 fumbles lost, Blake Bortles, You do hire a quarterback guru to try and get you right, don't you?
And that's what he did. Has to limit those turnover numbers, doesn't he?
He has a defense that's ready to play right now. He needs to help them by taking care of the ball.
Continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Bortles now on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver,
Bortles on the give to Fournette, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
An update from Buffalo. The Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Bortles thinking twice about their offensive setup. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. Green, left, 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 left.
Shotgun now for Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Jaguars' scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. For the Houston Texans as they make their way onto the field, another season for them that begins with a lot of optimism. They coming off a 2nd straight AFC South title, finishing 9-7 3 straight years. Maybe they're hoping this year that 10 wins is a minimum for them.
10 wins and beyond, because they've got the defense to take them all the way to the Super Bowl. Number 1 in the NFL last year. Get J.J. Watt back. They drafted Deshaun Watson in the 1st round at quarterback. They need to shore up that position in order for them to make the run that they expect, one that could culminate in a Super Bowl appearance.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
Ohio.
Time running out here on the play clock.
Let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Watson so dangerous with his legs in college, and nothing's changed here as he picks up the first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Come on, let's go!
A first down carry now for Miller. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Again, it's Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to throw, Watson going deep for, and that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
There's obviously nothing shy about the guys dialing up offense here. They take a shot on 3rd down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Malik Jackson in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dante Fowler in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Jags getting ready to set up shop on offense. And, Charles, it's a question with them that I feel like we've asked many times before. Is this the year you think that they turn it around? They enter 2017 having missed the playoffs for a 9th consecutive year.
And until Jacksonville answers that question affirmatively with a playoff run and a playoff appearance, we keep asking that question, and rightfully so. Look, they've had excellent drafts over the last 3, 4, 5 seasons, most of that on defense. This year, they tried to hit it on offense to try and help out their young quarterback, Blake Bortles. They went with Leonard Fournette, the big runner out of LSU. Cam Robinson, the offensive tackle out of Alabama. They want to control the ball a little bit more, and they think if they can do that, play better on offense, they can make a run in the AFC South.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On play action, it's Bortles. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Fournette, a first down carry. They find some open field here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Again, it's Fournette. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first and 10, here's Bortles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 31 yards there and a first down.
But there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. And how about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. Do you think that they're warranted?
Running style, very similar.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. First down and goal to go from the 7. Now Leonard Fournette, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third and goal. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Here's Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Going deep for Hopkins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again is Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. He finds an opening past the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. The Bills, they've grabbed the lead over the Jets. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go!
A shotgun snap for Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down. Looking long for Westbrook. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by OldRay Howe. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They begin with a run by Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break. Watson breaks through the contact. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built